Get started figuring out how to analyze planet speed in relation to distance from the sun. So I'm going to show you kind of what we're going to work on first. Now, since we're all working on just one file, it means that if the person in the other section has already done the numbers for your object, you need to double check them. If they haven't done it yet, you're going to do it first and they're going to double check you. But everyone should be doing the calculations and making sure that the numbers are in fact correct. Okay, so I'm just going to pick one of the objects and work it through. So say I were to pick, let's pick pick something in particular that I know is correct. I know, in fact, the orbital period for Jupiter is not 9.9 hours. It is, in fact, almost 12 years. I think it's 11.86 years. So I can do equals 11.86, that's how many years it is, times, remember the little stars, times 365, because there's 365 days in a year. And I come up with this number. So that's basically that's how many days it takes Jupiter to orbit the sun. Now I need the orbital circumference. It's a little tricky, isn't it? Because we have to use some formulas that relate to circles. So when you want to get the circumference of a circle, you have to multiply the diameter times pi. Well, a diameter is just the radius times 2, right? And we know what the radius is. If I scroll back over here, we have the orbital distance, the actual orbital distance, not scaled, right, is over here. So if I take that orbital distance in kilometers, then I can get the circumference in kilometers. So I'm going to say equals 2 times this number here, because that's the orbital distance. So that's like the radius, right? Because that's the sun to Jupiter. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to do times, I'm just going to use 3.14 to be pi. And that should tell me the whole circumference in kilometers. So that's how long Jupiter actually has to travel through the course of the year. Now, if I'm wondering what that speed would be in kilometers per day, I can press equals, I can click on the kilometers number, I can click on the divided number, and I can pick on the number of days, which is right here. And I can hit, oops, I think it is, no, that's right, hit enter. And then it's so big, I want to make it a nice rounded number, so I'm going to be rounded. So now, if I've done my calculations correct, it's 4,328 days about, right? And then I've got my orbital circumference by using my formula that's right up here. And then I've got my kilometers per day by doing a little bit of division. So that's kind of like the first step that you're going to need to be able to do in terms of the homework. I will make more videos to come.